You know, a career in the great sport of hockey can be recognized by many things: durability, longevity, respect. This guy has everything in spades. Not only broke the color barrier, he was a great representative for the many, many great athletes who played the sport of hockey in New Brunswick during what's considered their golden era. Now, born in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Willie O'Ree has been recognized countless times over the last number of years for his contributions to hockey, his contributions to the community, his contributions as a black athlete, as an inspiration. Now, he was inducted as a builder in the 2018 Hockey Hall of Fame ceremonies, but Willie Eldon O'Ree, Order New Brunswick, and the other prestigious awards, was best known again for being the first black player in the NHL. Although there was a number of prestigious players of color before and after him, he was the first. Now, he's a winger for the Bruins, and he's referred by many, mostly in the States, as the Jackie Robinson of ice hockey for breaking the black color barrier in the sport. Now, and as stated publicly, that had he met Jackie Robinson, he had met Jackie Robinson when he was younger. Now, the Hockey Hall of Fame induction, November 2018, over the last couple of years, has been more and more recognition for his efforts. Now, in 2018, the NHL also instituted the annual Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award in his honor to recognize the individual who has worked to make a positive impact on his or her community, culture, or society to make people better through hockey. Now, on January 12th, 2021, it was also announced that the Bruins would be retiring his number 22 in the upcoming NHL season. Now, 5'9", 175 winger, great left shot, came to major prominence as an amateur player in the Fredericton programs. He played with the Fredericton Falcons of the NBHA in 51, then the Fredericton Merchants of the YCHL in 52, and the Fredericton Junior Capitals, a very strong New Brunswick Junior Hockey League team of that era. His second year with the Caps in the junior program, he had 15 goals in 12 games and 5 goals in 4 playoff games. 53, he also played with the Fredericton Capitals of the NBSHL, scoring 2 goals. 54, back with the senior Fredericton Capitals with 18 points in 23 games. Now here it gets interesting, ladies and gentlemen. He moved on to Quebec Frontenacs of the very strong QJHL, scoring 44 points in 43 games. 56, he played with the Kitchener Canucks of the OHA junior program, put up some impressive numbers. 58 points in 41 regular season games and 30 goals. Now, by the time 1957 came along, he played with the prestigious Quebec Aces of the Quebec Hockey League, which was tantamount to an AHL quality league at the time, 22 goals in 68 games. Now, he played 2 games with the Bruins in 58 and a cup of coffee, and also with the Springfield Indians, but he played majority of that season with the Quebec Aces, where he had 32 points in 57 games. Now, 59 again, he was back with Quebec, 30 points in 56 games, including 9 goals. Back to the Frontenacs, but the Kingston version of the EPHL, with 46 points in 50 games. Back with the Bruins in 61, had 14 points in 43 games, including 19 points for Hull Ottawa of the EPHL. Now, from 62 to 72, he was playing predominantly in the WHL for the LA Blades and the San Diego Gulls. WHL was a very strong West Coast team at the time. It wasn't minor pro, it wasn't major pro, it was kind of what he called AA pro. Now in these campaigns, he scored 28, 25, 17, 38, 33, 34, 28, 38, 24, 18, and 16 goals. Back to the NHL as an overage kind of AHL rookie in 73, where he had 21 goals in 50 games, and also spent time with the Gulls that year with 11 points in 18 games. Back to the Gulls in 74, 30 goals and 58 assists in 73 games. Now with the San Diego Charms, he played 2 seasons with the so-called Senior League, and then wrapped up his career with the San Diego Hawks of the PHL in 79 with 48 points in 53 games. Now full WHL total, 639 points in 785 games, 328 goals, and 53 points and 25 goals in 55 WHL contests. NHL totals 14 points in 45 games. Now, this level of play was due to a number of factors. Well, a lot of people thought he was going to have a long career in the NHL. Unfortunately, O'Ree had suffered a major injury when he was blinded in his right eye by an errant puck 2 years before he even made it to Bruins. Now, would have probably stopped him from playing in the Bruins if he had known. However, O'Ree managed to keep it secret, and when he made his NHL debut on January 8, 1958 against the Heb, he became the first, again, black player in NHL history. He played on a line that year with Don McKinney and Jerry Topazzini as his line mates. And again, in 61, he had those 4 goals, which was his unofficial rookie campaign. Now, O'Ree was of two minds about the racism he suffered through. He said in Public Sports, he reports that he said racist remarks were much worse in U.S. cities than in Toronto and Montreal, now which were the only Canadian teams in NHL at the squad. And that fans would yell, "Go back to the South, and how come you're not picking cotton?" Things like that, but it didn't bother me. I just wanted to be a hockey player, and if they couldn't accept that fact, that was their problem, not mine. Now, again, we talked about the WHL years. He won 2 scoring titles in the WHL, scoring 30 or more goals 4 times with a high of 38 and 65. Now, when he played with the Nighthawks of 72-73, there was some thought he would get another shot at the NHL, but didn't pan out. Now, again, most of the playing time was with the LA Blades and the Gulls. Now, the latter team retired his number, which now hangs in the rafters of Pechanga Arena, formerly known as the San Diego Sports Arena. Now, O'Ree's career was very impressive, because how many people played at age 43 for almost a quarter century in major pro and minor pro? Now, after O'Ree's stint in the NHL, there was no other black players in the NHL until another Canadian player, Mike Marson, was drafted by the Capitals in 74. Of course, Billy Riley also played with the Capitals around that time. There were 23 black players in the NHL as of the mid-2010s. Now, Art Dorrington was the first black player to sign an NHL contract in 1940 with the Rangers organization, but never played beyond the minor league level. Now, because of the O'Ree situation, NHL players are now required to enroll in a preseason diversity training seminar, and racially based verbal abuse is punished through suspensions and fines. Now, from 98 on, O'Ree has been a standing member of the NHL's diversity board, including as its ambassador, traveling across North America to schools and hockey programs to promote messages of inclusion, dedication, and confidence. Now, O'Ree's induction in the Brunswick Sports Hall of Fame was a no-brainer. Actually got in his first year of eligibility, I think, in 1984. In 98, O'Ree was working at a Hotel de Corondo in San Diego when the National Hockey League approached him to be director of youth development for his diversity task force. Now, the NHL USA Hockey Diversity Task Force is a non-profit organization for minority youth that encouraged them to learn and play hockey. As of mid-2000, O'Ree lives in Berkeley, California. Now, O'Ree and Kevin Weeks are also, kind of unofficial TV stars. They appeared in the Everybody Hates Chris episode, Everybody Hates Gretzky, in 2008, to much acclaim. Now, also in 2008, on January 19 of that year, the Bruins and NHL Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly honored O'Ree at TD Garden in Boston to mark the 50th anniversary of his NHL debut. In addition, the Sports Museum of New England, located in the TD Garden, established a special exhibit on O'Ree's career, comprising many items on loan from his personal collection. Those in attendance, including a busload of friends from O'Ree's hometown of Fredericton, of course, is the capital of New Brunswick. 2 days earlier, the city of Fredericton honored by naming a new sports complex on the north side after him. Around the time of the 60th anniversary of O'Ree's contribution to ice hockey in early 2008, he was once again honored by the Bruins and the NHL with a new street hockey rink in Boston named in his honor, which was one of many accolades with which the Bruins and the NHL legend are involved. Again in 2008, on January 27th, they also honored O'Ree during the 56th National Hockey League All-Star Game in Atlanta. On February 5th of that year, ESPN did a special on him in honor of Black History Month. Now, on October 29th of 2008, San Diego University presented O'Ree with an award for outstanding commitment to diversity and cross-cultural understanding. Again in 2008, he was inducted in San Diego Hall of Champions in the Breakbart Hall of Fame, honoring San Diego's finest athletes, both on and off the playing surface. Now, in 2008, once again, big year for him. He received the Order of Canada, the highest civilian award for a Canadian citizen. He was honored as a pioneer of hockey and dedicated youth mentor in Canada along with the States. On June 28, 2011, the Sports Museum at TD Garden in Boston honored O'Ree with the Hockey Legacy Award at the 10th annual The Tradition. Other honorees that evening including Larry Bird, Mike Lowell, and Ty Law. The Buffalo Sabres hosted a Willie O'Ree Skills Weekend in March 2012. And again, his jersey was retired by the minor league San Diego Gulls on October 16, 2015. Now, as the 2016 Stanley Cup Finals were about to start, the San Diego Sharks, Barbadian Canadian star right winger Joe Ward was preparing to play against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and told ESPN that O'Ree was of his inspirations to play hockey, and should have his player number 22 retired by the NHL league-wise, just as Jackie Robinson, the first player of color in Major League Baseball, has been so honored. Ward himself honored Robinson's legacy through his last season in the NHL, played by wearing a jersey number 42. Robinson's old player number had been retired league-wide in pro baseball. Now, on November 3rd, 2007, O'Ree was honored with a banner by the Springfield Thunderbirds during a pregame ceremony to commemorate his time with the Springfield Indians minor league squad. Now, a more personal honor for O'Ree was arranged by John Grzelcyk, father of current Bruins defenseman Matt Grzelcyk, a longtime member of the Boston Garden and TD Garden Bull Gang team of arena personnel that assists with changeovers for different events at each facility. The senior Grzelcyk had saved an original number 22 Bruins uniform jersey worn by O'Ree from the 61 Bruins season, when O'Ree last played in the NHL. Both Grzelcyks personally presented their jersey to O'Ree to honor him with his time with the Bruins in the NHL. At about the same time as O'Ree received his vintage Bruins game sweater, it became known that Madison Bowie, a then Washington Capitals rookie of biracial ethnicity, had been taught by his black Canadian father about O'Ree's importance in NHL history, and selected 22 as his number with the Capitals to honor O'Ree's achievement. Now, on June 26, 2018, it was announced that O'Ree would be inducted again as a builder in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Almost 10 months after receiving his original Bruins sweater from the Grzelcyks, on November 1st, 2018, he attended a ceremonial dedication of a street hockey rink named in his honor in the Boston neighborhood of Allston as part of the continuing legacy of O'Ree's time with the Bruins. By early May of 2019, following O'Ree's builder honor with the Hockey Hall of Fame, a bill in the 116th U.S. Congress is authorizing the award of the United States Congressional Gold Medal for O'Ree's achievements in recognition of his contributions and commitment to hockey, inclusion, and recreational opportunity. O'Ree was named to the Canada Sports Hall of Fame on May 27, 2020 in the Builder category. The formal induction ceremony has been postponed to yet to be determined date in 2001 due to concerns over the ongoing COVID crisis. Now, on January 12, 2021, this week, of course, the Bruins announced that they retire O'Ree's number 22. The ceremony will take place on February 18, 2021. Now, it'd be interesting to see if the full NHL would retire number 22, but in the case of the Montreal Canadiens, of course, the number 22 is already retired. So it would be a decision, I guess, by the member teams to have a duplicate, dedication for O'Ree's famous number. Now, again, awards: WHL Second All-Star Team, New Brunswick Sports Hall of Fame in '84, Lester Patrick Trophy winner 2003, Order of New Brunswick 2005, Willie O'Ree Place, a very beautiful arena which we visit a lot in New Brunswick for many reasons, dedicated 2008, Order of Canada 2008, Breitbart Hall of Fame 2008, Hockey Hall of Fame 2018, and Canada Sports Hall of Fame 2021. Now, the only thing I find kind of bizarre here, ladies and gentlemen, I think he would have done well to the WHA. It's funny that that the WHA teams wouldn't take a chance on him. But I think what the big problem was, by the time the WHA rolled around for obvious reasons. He was almost, I think, 38, 37 or 38. He would have been a good fit. You think with the LA Sharks and the San Diego Mariners, they would, take a crossover. But those numbers he put up in the WHL, ladies and gentlemen, 639 points, tremendous numbers. And just being one of a top 50, I think he's a top 50 New Brunswick athlete of all time, no doubt. And, a genial guy. If you ever met Willie, he stands out because what you see is what you get. He's a gentleman in every shape or form. He'll motivate a lot of people. But we're very, very lucky in New Brunswick, ladies and gentlemen, to have people like him and Matt Stairs and Jason Dixon and previously Yvonne Durrell and people like, we're not in the Brunswick Hall of Fame like the great runner from Woodstock, Joe McGuire. You look at people that are on the Hockey Hall of Fame board like Clem Tremblay. You look at the great Membership athletes, the great athletes from St. Stephen's, Sussex, St. John, Moncton, throughout the province. When you say Willie O'Ree in New Brunswick, it's a smile comes on her face because, not only overcoming being somebody from New Brunswick, but someone being black and the racism. And, he's never said, well, I felt, I'm mad at what happened to me and stuff like that. He's not like that. All in all, when it comes down to it, he has a great love of people and the sport of hockey. And you put that together, you get the legend of Willie O'Ree because he's legendary. What a fortunate thing. I'm a resident of New Brunswick. I can gladly say one of my fellow citizens of New Brunswick is Willie O'Ree. What an honor that is, ladies and gentlemen, to say that. To say I am from the same province where Willie O'Ree came from. That's tremendous. Makes me smile. Have a good day.